of my lovers. Welcome everyone from everywhere. I see lovers all around the world tonight. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for tonight. So happy to have you all here tonight. I want you all to tell me where you're from tonight. Let's just start there because I see so many lovers have joined us in the room. Hop in that chat and tell us where you're from tonight. My name is Jamila, and I am an area manager for Lovers. I've been here now for almost 5 years, and it has been the most amazing experience of my life. I was made for this. This is what I love to do. I love to empower. I love to educate, and I'm so glad to have you here tonight to share with me. We are going to have a good time. So I see some people from Ventura in the house. I see SoCal in the house. Even if you're here with us from Lover Source, shout it out. We're so happy to have you here tonight. I see New York in the house. I mean, all of the lovers are in the house. So I'm going to be your tour guide on this wonderful journey tonight. We're going to have such a great time as we learn some new things and share some wonderful tips and tricks with you tonight. And listen, I have the most amazing co-pilot tonight. She is beautiful, gorgeous. I mean, effervescent are so many words that I could use to describe her, but she is phenomenal. And I just want to introduce you to the lovely Missy. Missy, say hi to us.
Hi, everybody. How are we doing? I'm very excited. This is my first anal workshop. So Jamila, you're going to be guiding me, and I'm not sure everyone else's experience level. So I am very honored and excited to be along this journey with you.
Awesome. Well, thank you as always. Thank you for being here with me. It is always a pleasure to have you as we take these journeys through education. I see Miss Antoinetta is saying hello to you and thank you for joining us tonight.
Oh, Jamila, can you come closer? I can't really hear you as well.
Okay, is that better for you?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to get up close and make sure that you can hear me. Super, super wonderful. So listen, we've got a couple of things to celebrate. First, I just want to say happy Pride. I want to shout that out as we celebrate with the world this amazing month. So if you're here, happy Pride, celebrate with us, along with us, and we celebrate and support you. But there are also some wonderful other things happening. Today is National Sex Educator Day. So if you are in this room and you are a sex educator, we want to celebrate you and say thank you for all that you do. You are amazing. And we want to send one special shout out today to our ultimate sex educator of the year, Miss Goody Howard. Wherever you are in the world right now, shout out to you. And thank you for making a sexual education and wellness your priority. Really getting that message out. We love what you do. We love you here at Lovers, and we just want to say thank you. Now, on the other side of that, what a wonderful day to have this amazing anal workshop, because today, ladies and gentlemen, is 6'9". Yes, one of the most wonderful numbers in the world. So you got here on the right day, and it just so happens to be, Missy, today is hump day.
It is.
Yes, it is. So while we talk about all things anal, it is the perfect day for this celebration. Do you all agree with that out there? I think, yes, I see some head nods. I feel like everyone is agreeing, so I really, really love it. Listen, before we get started, I just want to share with you a couple of rules that we have as we join each other and share tonight. It's so important for us in our time together that we are respectful to each other. Very, very important first to respect yourself. That's so important and at the top of my list. But then also, there are other persons in the room who, like Missy shared, this is her first anal workshop. She's never experienced this before. It might be a first time for you. You could possibly already have your PhD in anal and just joining us as support. But wherever you are on this journey, let's please be respectful and responsible tonight. As you've probably seen already, your microphone is on mute. Please keep it that way, okay? If you have questions, be sure to pop them right over there in that chat. Missy is here to help us. We also have some other team members assisting us tonight to get to the questions that we possibly can, okay? So do us a favor, keep those microphones on mute, one, so that all persons who are joining us tonight can hear us and they can learn and be educated tonight. That's so important for us. And then let's take the vow that I always love to share, that we don't yuck anyone else's yum. because this might be amazing for you and not so amazing for someone else. You might decide after tonight, listen, I've been missing out and I'm ready to go forward. Or after you've been educated tonight, you might say, I've decided that this is not for me. Missy, that's absolutely okay. That is the wonderful part about having our own pleasure journey. You decide where you are on that journey. So let's just not yuck anyone else's yum. Let's have fun tonight. Let's do what we do. Is that all right? Hey, hey, I feel the woos. Yes. If you're not, please follow us on IG at Lover Stores. There are so many amazing things happening throughout the day. You're being educated, so many wonderful blogs. We are sharing products with you throughout the day. We're going live, educating you all month long. So if you're not following us, please follow us on IG at Lover Stores or hop online to our website. So tonight, yes, as always, when you're hanging out with us and we're sharing these wonderful products that we love so much, you can get a discount on select products tonight using the code Backdoor20. Hello, because we're going through the back door. Yes, so write that down somewhere, Backdoor20. That code is going to be available for you for the next 48 hours. So I want you to pop on that website if you see something that you would like to try and grab it. Because listen, if everybody grabs it, there might not be many left. So make sure you get yours first, okay? And then, Missy, you know, we love to do it. If you hang out with us all night, you're going to win an amazing prize. One person will win an amazing basket full of the butt stuff, which, yeah, it kind of totals about $300. So hang out with us tonight. You know, if your camera's off, that's fine. If you've got your camera on, if you're there with your partner, if you're by yourself, let's just have some fun tonight. All right. Are we ready? All right. So Missy, travel along with us because tonight is all about anal play. Listen, we are bringing you all things anal, okay? The beauty of the back door, the beauty of the booty. We are going to have so much fun learning how to engage in anal play the right way. So remember, if it's just you in the room or if you have a partner, all persons can experience anal play. Maybe sometimes we thought, or I've thought on my own personal journey that a partner was necessary, but a partner is not necessary to experience this amazing journey. So if you're alone, high five yourself, snap, snaps, shout out to you. And if your partner is there, yes, raise your glass, give your partner a toast because we are taking this journey together. Are we ready? Okay, Missy, I see head nods. Missy says you all are already out there in the land. So let's do this. So I want to start first so that we know and are able to identify the areas that I'm talking about. I'm going to give you a little backdoor biology so we know what we're talking about. So first, let's just talk about it. Let's creep to the back door and identify some areas. The first area I want to talk about is the rectum. And that's that portion of your large intestines that's nearest to the anal opening, okay? So it's actually about 5 inches long in the average human, okay? So I just want you to think about where that is. It's gonna be right at the bottom. And then the last half inch of that is the anal canal. And let me tell you why this is my favorite part, is because that is actually where the collection of nerve endings lie. So in your mind, I want you to think about that as we talk about this tonight. That's what I call the pleasure party, because all of the nerves are there, okay? And where this lies, right there at the anal canal, at the bottom of the rectum, you really don't need to go far to experience pleasure there. And I know oftentimes we think maybe we've got to take this long journey into the anal canal before we experience beautiful pleasure. But you don't need to. Right there at the bottom, pleasure party is happening. So make sure you remember that when we're talking about it tonight. The anal canal is really where we want to be. Cool? All right. Also, let's identify the prostate. Now, if the prostate is present, because not everyone has a prostate, this actually can be stimulated through the anal canal. We can stimulate that through the front walls. And so, Missy, sometimes we talk about prostate play and we're really not going to focus on that tonight, but we are going to focus on being able to feel and stimulate the prostate through the anal canal. So it'll be really, really interesting to see. Generally, you know, if you've taken our class, and maybe you haven't, so I won't say generally, but we learn how to stimulate the prostate by taking that journey through the canal, taking our fingers 3 to 4 inches and over, and creating sort of this motion in order to stimulate the prostate. Well, here on this journey, remember in that anal canal or our pleasure party, we're just going to slightly enter and tap forward in order to create that stimulation. Okay? So you might be saying to your partner, I would like to experience prostate play, but I'm not ready to go all the way just yet. Well, this is the place for you to be. You can start and feel that sensation in the anal canal. Okay? So we've got that so far. We've got rectum, we've got anal canal, we've got prostate. And then the anus, which is that final sphincter. It's the round muscle at the very end of your anal canal, 2 to 3 inches in length. And then here's a little treat, and I like to share it all the time. You might have heard of it as the perineum or perineum, yes, which is that area right between the genitals and the anus. Missy, have you ever heard another name for that area?
Yes.
Tell me what you've heard.
The taint.
Yes, the taint. I've also heard the gooch.
Oh,
Tell me, my lovers out there, have you heard of any names other than that for that area? What do you know as the perineum or perineum? Have you all heard of anything that we haven't? Let me see what you say in the chat. Or do you agree? Those are all of the things that we know. I got some thumbs up. Everybody's saying, yep, that's the way we heard it. That's the way we know it. Well, listen, this is a great area to stimulate. Don't exclude this part. When we're talking about anal play, this is the most underappreciated erogenous zone. Missy, party is happening here as well, okay? So now we know all of the areas. We can identify what we're talking about tonight. So I want to get us ready to engage in anal play. Are we ready? I just got to make sure we're ready. We're educated. We're learning about body parts. We know what we're working with. Let's get down to the nitty gritty. See, I feel like Sandra, I feel like you're ready tonight. I don't know why. I just feel like you're at home, you're ready, you're vibing. Let's do it. So first, let me give you the ABCs. If you have a pencil, please write this down, but you don't need to. These are just some things that I want you to remember as you prepare your anal journey. First, the A, attitude before anal. Listen, it is so important if you're going to engage in anal play that it's really something you want to do. A lot of times, as we engage in new pleasures alone or with a partner, they can sometimes be influenced. And we may not necessarily want to do that. I want you to be confident that this is something that you would like to do. So it's great to have you here tonight because as you learn with us, you may make the final decision that this is not a part of the journey that you would like to engage in. And that's absolutely okay. But you've got to have the right attitude. And if this is not something you want to do, be confident in your no. Please share with your partner that this is not something that you would like to engage in. Yes? So we got the A, the right attitude. All right, let's talk B. Brains before booty. You heard me, yes, and I want to hear you say it out loud. Brains before booty. Let me hear that in the chat. And what do I mean by that? Well, Missy is going to support us through that because it's so important that your body is relaxed before you engage in any type of anal play. You want to sort of remove any thoughts of stress or maybe fear or anything that could possibly make you tense because you really need these muscles to be relaxed. So I recommend trying a very nice breathing exercise just to kind of get your mind and body tuned in so you can tap into the experience that you're about to create. So Missy, I want you to help us. Just give us an example of something that we can do at home to sort of prepare us on our anal journey.
Absolutely. I honestly think something as well, let's do this all together. So I think starting just closing your eyes for a second. Let's take a breath. Maybe it's the first big breath you've taken all day. Just breathe in through your nose and hold it at the top for 5 seconds. And just let it go. Breathe it out slowly through your mouth. Pay really close attention to where you're holding any tension. Lower your shoulders. Just do a quick scan from the top of your head down to your shoulders, down your torso, down the front of your legs, down to your ankles, and then down to your feet. And just imagine that you're standing up and firmly grounded there. Just take one small, short breath again. And let it out. And just gently open your eyes. Just that moment of stillness, just, what was that, 35 seconds? I think for me, that honestly just kind of washed everything away and just made me even more in tune with my body than I felt all day. I don't know, Jamila, do you feel good about that?
Oh my gosh, feels so amazing. I guess, Missy, I didn't realize how very tense my shoulders were. So it felt really good to engage and take that journey through all parts of the body. And I hope that you all actually took a moment to really engage in that so you could feel what it was like to feel through the body and just identify. So it put me in that really relaxed state, which is where we want to be as we engage in anal play. And so now we've got the B, let's talk the C, which is the most important. And you will hear this often. If you join us for our workshops often, you're going to hear us talk about this because this is possibly the sexiest thing that you could do on your pleasure journey. The C is for consent. And consent before connection is so important. Please, if you're engaging in anal play with a partner, please have a conversation. You may be excited about it and your partner not so much. Just absolutely okay. Have a conversation about how far you want to go, what you would like to engage in, important things that you're going to use, because this is going to be so important in making sure that this is a wonderful experience. We are here to make pleasure amazing. We want to hear wonderful stories of great engagements. So consent is very, very important. And taking this journey, because it will be new for some of us, it is important to make sure that we talk during and after, also before. Because we might find that after, we loved it so much and we want to do it again and again. Or we may find that it was a one and done, which is absolutely okay. All right. So we've got attitude, we've got brains, we've got consent, our ABCs are there, and we're ready to rock and roll. So let's get into it. A question that I hear all the time, lovers, is what should I eat before I get into anal play? So glad you asked. Well, Missy, as in all things, I think just a great rule of thumb is to always have a really, really good diet. And I mean, that's just good in life. A healthy diet is just, it's just good overall, you know? But, you know, there are some things that we can eat to sort of help us to clean the area before we get started. So if you have the time, and again, I think somebody said Taco Bell, hands down, I totally love it. If you've got time, a couple of days before, because actually what your body is going to excrete has been in there 24 to 48 hours. So if you've got a couple of days before to begin to prepare your diet, let's get you started, okay? So most important is to limit the insoluble fiber that you ingest, okay? And let me tell you what that looks like. That looks like whole grains. It looks like beans. It looks like nuts. And actually, although I would suggest eating fruits and vegetables, you want to actually peel the skin from those. Okay. So if you're thinking about going on this journey and you are going to eat fruits and vegetables, which is so amazing, make sure you use a peeler to take off the skin. Okay. Also, please avoid Taco Bell. Yes. No junk food, no dairy if you can. Try to avoid red meats, okay? Because the easier the body processes, okay, it makes for a cleaner exit and there's less matter left over when our diet is clean. So now you know, okay? And you also want to avoid trigger foods, okay? Let me tell you about trigger foods. They are not fun, okay? Missy, I'm going to tell you my trigger food. And
Yeah.
it's, it is so interesting because it is the only thing that I've experienced in life that happens. But whenever I smell anything that smells like dill, so like dill pickles or salt and vinegar, party is over and I'm out of there. So you want to avoid those things that will sort of get you in a quick go mode. Missy, so I want you to think about that. Have you ever thought about what kind of triggers you? What's a trigger food for you?
It's really specific, but I would say chickpea pasta.
That's very specific.
I used to eat it all the time, but does not work well.
Okay. The crazy thing is I don't even have to eat it. I can literally smell it. And the party is on. Yes. So tell me out there in the land, what are your trigger foods? Has anyone ever identified that trigger food that just kind of turns your stomach and the party is on? Tell me, shout out some trigger foods out there. I just want to see. Someone said cabbage. Oh my goodness.
Coffee.
Definitely coffee. Yes. I try not to drink too much of that. Coffee definitely is a thing. Yeah. Anyone else kind of know some things that like trigger them? Share, don't be shy. Trust me, dill pickle is not a friend, although I really love dill pickles. So I just try to stay away from them. So yeah, just remember to do that, okay? And, if you don't have enough time, do what you can in 24 hours, okay? Try to get it done, but just make sure you get that diet clean, all right? So that's the first thing. Well, you might say, all right, I don't have time to be eating the right things. I'm at work. I'm busy with the kids. I've got to get the dinner done. Well, dishing is also an option. Have you all ever heard of that? Just cleaning out that area. Do we think that dishing is necessary to engage in anal play?
I prefer a bidet personally.
Ah,
I don't know if I've ever tried a bidet.
Missy says she prefers a bidet. Wonderful. I love it. So is it necessary? Let me answer that question. Not necessary, but if it makes you comfortable, and again, we want this experience to be comfortable. If it makes you comfortable, absolutely. So I have this amazing dish here. Yes. So it looks like this. This is a dish made from 100% silicone. And I see something there. Yes. So it's made of 100% silicone. Missy, can you read that from Ryan?
So I've heard people say douching is needed, but I've heard others say douching is horrible for the body.
So not necessary, Ryan. It's not needed. Again, it's really about preference. Again, if that diet is clean, there will be very, very little matter after you express. Okay. So if you're working on a very healthy diet, it's not necessary. This is really about preference. So amazing. So this is our ultimate dish that we have at Lovers, which I love from Cowlex. So I'll let you see the box there. And this is 100% silicone. And all you need to do is fill this with water, okay? And you can do that, yes, 10 to 15 minutes ahead of time. It has very, very soft head. You can just feel it there. Yeah, and you can go ahead and use that to cleanse the body. So I would recommend, if you are dishing, however, to please wait about 10 to 15 minutes before you engage in anal play, because the body may actually need to excrete some of that water, okay? But again, completely up to you. Here's my fun fact, guys. Are you ready? If the cheeks get to clapping and on the sphincter you are tapping, be not alarmed, lovers. Shit happens. It just does. It's the thing, guys. It happens. And what I want to share with you tonight is to not be worried about it. If it's something that you experience on your first time or you've experienced it before, keep some towels handy. You can grab a couple of towels and keep them nearby, or hop in the shower with your partner by yourself. Listen, don't let it make you lose focus. Don't get it off. I mean, you can even laugh it off with your partner if you need to. It's matter. It's around. We're at the back door. It lives there. But don't let it stop you. Don't let it mess up this journey for you, because it happens. Just have fun, okay? This is really about learning having fun, engaging. So I don't want that to stop you, okay? But if you need to dish, go for it. Can we all agree that it can happen? All right, I'm glad that we all can agree. So no worries. So we know what to eat now. We know how to clean if we need to. Let's talk techniques as we get into anal play, Missy. Are you ready for some good techniques?
Yes. I also wanted to just say thank you for talking about what could happen during
Yes.
this, because I think it could prevent people from doing it. And I think there's shame around it. And so knowing
Yes.
it's normal, that makes me a lot more comfortable in exploring this. So just wanted to say thank you. And
Absolutely. 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 This is normal body function. Absolutely normal. No shame at all. It should be a really, really great time. Again, if you're by yourself or with your partner, this should be pleasurable. Okay. So let's start off first just by taking this journey slow. So important. We are going to hear about anal engagement. You're going to see it on TV. You're excited. Maybe your partner's excited and you're ready to go. But you want to think about your body and how it has been building your entire life. And so you really don't want to shock these tissues and muscles very quickly. You want to take your time as you engage into anal play, okay? So here's a question that I hear often. Is the goal of anal play or anal sex, is the goal to stretch your butthole? Tell me what we think, because I hear that. Like, I'm coming in because I need to stretch it out. Missy, what do you think? Do you think we're going to stretch this tissue as a result of anal training?
honestly, yes.
Okay, good.
That's what I would think. Because yeah, if it's tight and it's
Mhm.
tough, like a larger situation going in, I imagine that it would need to expand.
Interesting. Tell me, lovers, what do we feel out there? How are we feeling in the land of lovers?
Onward, I hope not, LOL, which I agree.
I see that. I see that.
Ryan, not always. The main shared goal is to allow an opening to allow for comfortable, pleasurable penetration. That's great.
Great. Ryan, where are I just can't see Ryan on my screen, but thank you for that. Missy, this is our goal. Our goal is to really strengthen the back door gradually. It actually does not stretch. We are learning better control in this area, okay? And that's our overall target. The more that we train, we are going to learn how to control that tissue better. So we're actually not going to stretch it out. That sphincter is going to squeeze and do the job that it's been doing all your life. So don't worry about it. Our goal, again, is just to gradually get stronger. I mean, think about this. When you go and you work out your muscle tissue, when you go work out, I mean, you don't go in there and lift the biggest weights. You take your time and you gradually increase and you become stronger, and that weight becomes much easier to lift. So this is sort of the same process that we're going to experience on our anal journey. So cool, yes? Love it. So we're going to take it nice and slow first. And our next step is to lubricate. Friends, lube is so important. And tell me why we need lube as we engage in anal play.
There is
I
a
just think you got there.
lubrication there, right?
I'm sorry, Missy, I couldn't hear you.
I don't believe there's natural lubrication in the area, so it needs some support.
Absolutely right. That's absolutely right. Listen, you do not make lube in your anal canal, just doesn't happen. So it's important to have lube present. You need some lube, more lube, lots of lube. Lube is so good. So I want to recommend the lube that I love. This is Pure Backdoor, my favorite. I love it. Yes, it's got a little tush on there. I love it. This is a silicone lube. Amazing. Okay, feels great. And what I want you to know about this one is it's infused with jojoba, which is a natural relaxer. It will help to relax that tissue, so it feels really, really good. Okay, so you definitely need lube around. But what's important to know is if you are going to be playing with some trainers or toys, you can't use silicone lube. Okay, we want to keep our toys safe. So I would recommend, if you're not using Pure, you can use this H2O Jelly by Joe. So good. Listen, lovers, the viscosity on this baby is amazing. It's nice. It's thick. It's going to be safe for your toys. But listen, we keep lube in this house like rice, okay? This is like staple. You need to have this around. Keep lube around. Keep it handy. You're going to need it. It's going to be all good. So how do we get lube into the anal canal? Huh? What are we thinking, friends? Tell me how we get it there.
Something sexy would be if someone did it for you.
Ooh, okay. Missy's thinking of sexy ideas. Let me ask my lovers out there. Lovers, what are we thinking? What's a great way? Working it in with your fingers, says Sam. Excellent, excellent. Do I have anyone else?
Put lube in your hand and apply generously yourself or from your partners.
Excellent. Let me show you my favorite way. I love to use these lube launchers. Yes. Oh my gosh. So these are like little lube guns. Okay. You just open, yes, you open your bottle of lube, pull it right through, and you're ready to go. There's 3 in this pack. So let me tell you what's amazing. I'm like the fastest lube gun in the West, okay? You can have these set and ready to go. Keep them close to you, keep them close to your partner. It's a really, really great way to insert it into the canal, get that lube everywhere that you need it, okay? And remember, we're taking it slow. So if you need to add more lube, if the area gets dry, please stop for a moment and add lube. But you need all lube, more lube, extra lube, all of the things, okay? We've got it? All right, I think we're feeling good. So what else do we need on this journey? Missy, what are you thinking? I'm just trying to pick your brain tonight.
As a newbie tonight.
Yes, you're new, don't worry.
My instincts. I mean, I'd love to add something to the equation. We have the lube, we have the relaxation. Maybe there's an additive of a toy or
definitely we're going to get there. See, Missy, you're so ready to party and you don't even realize that you're ready. But I'm thinking, what about a relaxer? Oh. Okay, now remember that silicone lube was infused with relaxer. But oftentimes we'll hear, what's that famous thing that people come searching for when they're ready for anal play? And I want to hear it. My lovers, tell me out there. We're always searching for something. We hear it all the time. We're looking because everybody's saying, it's going to be painful. I don't want to feel this. Ha, Felicia, I see you. Yes. Anal ease is something common that we hear when we hear engagement in anal play. And so anal ease is actually something that numbs the tissue. Not red wine. No, definitely not red wine. It actually numbs the tissue. And let me tell you why we don't recommend that here at Lovers. It's important that you feel what your body is experiencing. When your pain sensors are numb, you're not really sure what's going on. So you could be experiencing some tearing or some damage in that area, okay? So it's important that you feel what's going on. So we don't recommend things that numb. However, a good relaxer or desensitizer will be really, really good. So I love this adventure, and I love the name because listen, this is such a great adventure. This is Adventure by Intimate Earth. Small bottle of relaxer that you can apply 15 minutes before you engage, and it will help to naturally relax that tissue for you, okay? So you can apply that first. Yes, somebody said get some adventure in your life. Please do it. It is so good. And you can get that done while you engage. 15 minutes before, add some lube to it. It'll be a really, really good time. So if you don't have relaxer and you're ready to engage, please grab some of that with the Backdoor code tonight. Someone said they just bought that one. Yes, please use it and enjoy, okay? So we've got lube and we've got desensitizers. So Missy, you're right. Let's talk plugs, because plugs are a wonderful way to train the body. Now, let's talk about the use of plugs and what they're for. Missy, just what do you think, just off the top of your head, what do you think that the plug is for?
To me, it's almost like the first step. It's like, what does it feel like before fully launching in?
I love the way you think and sort of I really enjoy taking this journey with you because you kind of get where we're going. Absolutely. This is sort of our first engagement as we learn what fullness feels like, what it feels like actually to have something in that area because it's been hollow all this time. So plugs are a really, really great first step to engaging in anal training. So I want to share with you some of my favorite. My first one, I want you to see this beauty. Yes. So this is the Mini Glam. And it's got this cute little, can you see that cute little jewel there?
She's cute.
Isn't that cute? So this is a small beginner anal plug. And it's silicone. So if you see, just nice and bendy, really, really nice. So we've got lube, a great way. And you can insert this in. And here's the secret, friends. You can wear this all day long. Yes, anal training is amazing. You don't have to wait until the moment you're going to engage in play. You can begin at the beginning of your day. As long as there's a flared base, and I want you to see that because it's so important that on any trainer there's a flared base so that you don't lose this on the journey. As long as there's a good flared base, you can wear that right under a pair of jeans. So this is a silicone version. Let me show you this cute little metal beauty. It's heart-shaped by Adam and Eve. Look at there. Oh my goodness, isn't that cute?
So I have a question. Does that go all the way in? And when you sit, is the flare base just so it rests?
Right. So that flare base is just so that, because remember, we've got sphincter tissue, which is a squeezing tissue. So we don't want to lose that in the canal. So that's that flare base is sort of like a stopper. You want to think of it as a stopper, okay? It's going to keep it because the tissue is going to wrap right around that plug, okay? So this is a metal version, okay? And I'm going to show you some different materials as we talk about the scent that they hold on to. But this beauty is cute, nice and small at its insertion, sort of flares out and becomes girthy, and then you wrap around that. Yes, you need that flared base in your session. And then I just have to show you this one. Still beginner, nice and small, but this actually has added vibration. This is the Mighty Mini plug here from Evolved. So you see that there? Listen, added vibration is so amazing. It feels so wonderful. So it's also a great way to train because it sort of helps to massage the nerve endings. So really, really good to have around, okay? So remember, when you're using something silicone or toy, we recommend that water-based lube, okay? So for these, I would say. And then here for this metal plug, you're good to go with your silicone if you like. Missy, I saw a question. Did you get that?
And I was wondering it myself. So which of the materials is like a good beginner's plug?
So I would recommend in inexperienced something that is silicone because the material is pliable. It allows you to sort of move and adjust as you insert the plug because you're getting used to this sensation and this feeling. Okay. And with metals and with glass that I'll share with you in a minute, you don't have that flexibility. So I recommend starting with something that is silicone, nice and easy to kind of move around and adjust as you learn what that feels like. But plugs are really, really going to introduce you to that full feeling. So I know I feel like the bearer of bad news tonight, but the true story is that you should start here before you actually receive anything full into the anal canal. So if your partner is supportive of this amazing journey, tell your partner, we're going to start here first and we're going to graduate into the fullness of anal sex. Cool? I love it. I love it. Someone says, do plugs with fur tails work? What's the rest of it? I can't see it, Missy.
Work the same way as the
so you want to make sure that you're looking into the size of the plug that's on the fur tail. A lot of them are going to be larger in size, more advanced, probably because you're comfortable with that feeling. But yes, they work the same way. It's just cute. It's a little decoration on your tree. Yes. So if you enjoy plugs and you love the feeling, absolutely. You can enjoy it with fur on it. It looks really, really cute. You can have some fun with your partner or by yourself, take some pictures. They're really, really great. But there are plugs that have glass plugs on the top of fur. They're also silicone. So you just want to make sure that you look into the size of the plug that's attached to the fur, okay? Cool. And then another great way to train, okay? Once you feel this fullness, this is what I recommend and I love, our anal training kits. And I've shared these sometime, but I want to share them with you again because I love that they kind of gradually help us to increase. So with a plug, you're kind of stuck with one side, whereas with an anal training kit, you can gradually increase. And again, you begin to get stronger and gain more control with your plugs. So I want to share with you to start off this amazing glass trainer set. Can you see that there? This is such a great trainer. So here I have the smallest one out. I didn't take all of them out, but this is the smallest one from Adam and Eve. And Can you see that? Oh my gosh, glass is amazing. Now, Missy, I've heard this so many times. Everyone's like, glass? Do you hear that? Do you feel like, what do you think could happen possibly with glass?
It like shatters.
Yes, a very, very common fear. Everyone's saying, is this baby going to shatter? Now, here's a fun fact. Your butt is actually the strongest muscle in your body. So don't forget that. Your gluteus maximus is all of that, okay? The strongest muscle you've got. However, the inner tissue of your anal canal is not strong enough to shatter any of these glass toys. So be worried not. This is tempered glass. And hopefully you're not that far up that you would drop it so far down that it would need to shatter. But you can't shatter it alone. But what's wonderful about glass, and I saw somebody say it in the chat, hello, temperature play. If you haven't heard of that, temperature play is allowing your body to feel different temperatures. So with glass, you can stick it in a freezer, or you can add it to boiling water and warm and cool it. And it's such a great added sensation to nerve endings. Missy, I want you to think about, and everybody, think about when you're feeling pain in the body. Oftentimes, when you have muscle soreness, you either you add ice to it to feel better, or you add something warm. And you may even rotate those from hot to cold to really help to relax the muscle. So this is sort of the same concept that you can use with a glass trainer while you're training the anal canal. So really, really good to use. Yes, so this is a great one. And then these beauties, which I want to share with you, this is the Lover's Anal Training Kit. So I want you to look at these. These are silicone. We've got a small, a medium, and a large there. And I just want you to see that flared base again. Great trainer for you to have. It's going to be very, very movable, very pliable, feels really good. And again, you can throw this on, go out in the day, do your shopping. You're really just training that tissue to be aware that the neighbors will come around every now and then. Yes. So work with those trainers throughout the day. So these are those trainers.
And is it the same rules for lube that applied to the plugs?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Listen, lube always, all the time, every single time. And yes, you can add your relaxer before you go out if you're training and you're going to be somewhere with your plug-in. You can apply that relaxer, but please, please, please use lube. And that's why I said you've got to have it around all the time. And then let me give you one more, which I love this so much. This is the Dayology. This is the most amazing trainer set. Do you see that?
So
and
pretty.
It starts off, yes, it's beautiful, but it starts off really, really small here. And I really, really love this one. I think it's stuck in there. Okay, it doesn't want to come out for us. But it starts off so small, and you can see that gradual increase, okay? So that's really what you want to do. Gradually take those steps until you're amazing and you're like, yes, I'm ready to do it, okay? So do we have any questions about anal training? Do we have any questions?
Someone asked, what duration is a beginner's training session?
So again, it's going to vary. What's most important is I want you to not think about time. I want you to listen to your body. Your body will tell you and give you indicators when it has had enough or had too much, okay? So it is important because all bodies are different to listen into that body. At some point, your muscles may become tired, and it's okay. If that is 3 minutes or if that is 3 hours, that's absolutely okay. You may be training, Missy, for 3 days. I may be training for 3 weeks or 3 months. Remember, there is no timeline. Your body is yours, and your body will talk to you. Your pain receptors are telling you when it's enough. And it's okay to say, today, I'm ready to do anal play. And 3 minutes in, you can say, I've had enough for today. We'll try again next week, okay? So remember that. Don't put yourself on a time limit. It might take you a couple of months. What we want to make sure that is that we take care of that tissue and that we don't damage anything, okay? Let's take one more question, Missy.
Oh, so I think Emily might have answered, but somebody asked water or silicone lube for the plugs. I think that's material.
Yes. So remember, okay, we always recommend that water-based lube. So I'm going to show you here that Joe on any toys. However, Glass is non-porous and so is metal. So if you'd like to use silicone, which is my favorite, go for the silicone when you can on your glass, on your metal plugs. You can use the silicone, okay? We got it?
And with Bayology, Sam said that they look very smooth the entire way. How does one hold it in?
So again, that base is going to help. But remember, I want you to think about that rectal tissue. And what it does, that sphincter is squeezing. It's doing its job. So it's going to hold on to it. As soon as you insert it in there, it sort of gives it a kiss. You're right. Exactly right. Your butt will hold it for you. It's going to do its job. That's what your sphincter is for. I know. Ryan should come and hang out with us. Ryan, you're super cool wherever you are. Thank you for being here. You're such a vibe. I love it. Cool. So, I mean, now that we know we've got some training tools, and I hope you wrote those things down, and keep in mind that all of these are going to be available. Again, you can use that code at the end of tonight. I hope you've got some things that got you ready for training. So let's get into some anal sex and pegging, because now we're trained up. We're relaxed. Our body is ready. We want to get into it. We actually want to do it now, okay? So let's say tonight's the night, Missy. The mood is set. The music is right. We've got our vibes going. We've talked to our partner. We've got consent, and we're ready to engage, okay? The same as with training, we want to start out very relaxed, okay? We want those muscles to be relaxed. So you want to help your partner do that, or help yourself. Missy, just tell me some ways when it's just you, maybe your partner's not there, and maybe you're going to engage in self-stimulation. How do you relax?
I think for me, I love a bath. I take a bath every single night before bed, which is my relaxation.
Same for me, Pat. Someone says music. How do we relax out there? What gets us relaxed when we're alone? I see music. Yes, bath definitely for me. Does anyone else do anything wonderful to relax? Wine, yes. Wine is life. Do it all the time. Yes, so many ways you can relax. But what about with the partner? Candles, yes. Absolutely.
I love a massage.
Hello. I just love to feel my partner kind of help me relax. You know, a great way for me to get relaxed actually is to hear my partner whisper very naughty things to me. It really, really helps me to focus in on what's going on in the room and to get my mind off of other things. Someone says cuddling, just being together. Edibles, absolutely. Those are great ways. So I'd like to recommend this. If you love massage, listen, let me tell you about these candles, okay? These are massage candles. This is hot and heavy. It is a new scent that we carry. Listen, and you don't want to miss this tonight. Hot and heavy smells amazing. But these are soy-based candles, okay? If we burn them 5 to 10 minutes, they turn into massage oil. And you can blow that wick out and just pour it right on your partner, okay? If you're concerned about being burned, I don't want you to be concerned. They are burning at a lower temperature. But if you want to test it out, it comes with this little cute spoon inside. So you can test it on your partner to see how they feel. Listen, and I've got to tell you about the most amazing scent, guava lava. If you do not have a guava lava hemp seed candle at your house, today is the day you get one of those, okay? It's happening. So yes, great massage gets us relaxed. We're ready to go. And then we can start with some external stimulation. We can start with a little kissing, a little touching, because the more turned on you are, the more amazing you feel. What's some great things that get you going when you're ready to get any type of pleasure party going? What do you like to engage in? Tell me what you like to engage in out there. You should Missy everything.
I think kissing is always like the first.
Yeah, it's kind of a good starter. No, I love kissing.
Like
yeah.
Really out.
Yeah. Well, with anal play, I mean, you can engage, get in that area. Someone even said light spanking, start kissing the surrounding areas, touching, getting those nerves going. And you can even do my favorite, start licking that area. Yes. Have you ever heard of analingus? It's a thing. Mm-hmm. Yes. So this, someone, listen, enjoy. Some people call it different things. The proper term is analingus. What are some other names that you've heard?
We got a rimming.
We've got rimming. What else have we heard?
Tossing a salad, right?
Salad tossing, eating the booty like groceries, all of the things that we hear. Yes, engage in some analingus. Get those nerve endings alive and feeling good and excited and ready to engage because it's about to happen, okay? So important that when we're doing this, we want to make sure we play in one area, friends, okay? So we want to make sure if we're going to engage in anal play, that we don't go front to back or back to front, okay? And sometimes that might happen. We might be engaged and starting in anal sex, and we're saying, you know what? I've I've had enough anal sex for today, and I would like to finish our pleasure party, maybe having vaginal play or some self stimulation. So, a great tip is having some condoms around. Are condoms necessary, Missy, when we're engaged in anal play?
That's a great question. I think if it's with a new partner, right? Versus
Missy, I'm always going to recommend it. I'm always going to recommend it. We're playing with some different bacterias, okay, in a different area, and one of the ways we identify is easier to spread STIs. Okay, so we recommend having condoms. Have them all around. It's a great way that, again, if you do want to switch back and forth, you can pull off a condom, put a new one on, engage in another area of the body. Okay, so have them around. They are not necessary, but they are my recommendation. So please take it from Jimmy Jams tonight. Have some condoms as you're training, as you're learning anal sex until you're confident, you know all the things that you want to do. I'd say start out with it. It's a great rule of thumb, okay? So you don't necessarily need it, but you want it. So let's get in position. What position should we be in, lovers? How should we get started? Because it's going down tonight.
excited to see what people are saying.
Yeah, let's see what they say. What position is a great position to get started? Well, I've got to put it out there. Yes, the doggy style. Yes, and we hear it all the time. What are some other positions that seem comfortable or you might think would be comfortable to get started? Andrew says missionary is nice. I see sideline. Absolutely. These are all wonderful positions to start in. I think what's great to note here is that when you're going to engage in anal sex, we may visually see that the penetrative partner is the one guiding this experience. But I would like to give you a new thought tonight that if the receiving partner is in control, they can kind of share with their partner when they've had enough. So being in the doggy style position or in a missionary position allows you to push down onto your partner's member or on their strap, and you can decide where you would like to stop as you engage on this new journey. So that's what I would recommend pushing back on, because our body is going to do what it does naturally, which is push. Okay. It doesn't really receive well, but it pushes well from the anal canal. So really, really great ways to start are either in the missionary position so that you can sit down on a member, or in the doggy style position where you can push back on to your partner's genitalia and really, really feel and open up and relax onto the member. Okay. So those are some good ideas and some good ways to start if you're thinking about engaging in anal sex. Well, but what if you say, all right, I want to try something different? Do you know that you can do this with a strap on? Yes. Listen, because hey, listen, anal sex and pegging doesn't have to do with any gender. It doesn't have to do with any sexuality. We all can engage in this goodness. So let's talk straps. Hello. Boom! Some of my favorite, yes. And this is our sports sheath harness. This is a lovely, lovely beginner pegging strap. And I want you to notice here that O-ring technology, okay? There are two different types of technologies, vacuum lock and O-ring. And I love O-ring because it actually allows you to fit different size dongs into the strap, okay? And it actually will just fit around that flared base, okay? So really, really good if you want to engage in pegging your partner and engaging in this. So I want to show you, and it's funny because this is all suction here. This is LimbaFlex. This is a really, really great starter dildo. So you see that little curve there? Awesome. Again, if you're thinking about going into prostate play, really, really great, okay? But you can add this, and it's really, really simple. You can add this right into that O-ring and step into the strap. And I'm just going to put it in here so you can see it. Slides right in there. That O-ring fits right on there, and you're ready to engage with the partner. All right, really, really good. Now, you're saying, I've got this on, Missy. Well, I don't have a partner here. How can I enjoy this if it's just me? What can I do? What are some ways, Missy? How do you think you can engage if it's just you alone? Because remember, this is for everyone.
I think do it to yourself.
Hello.
Do it.
Without the strap. Yes. Let me tell you, Limba has this wonderful suction on the bottom. So this is a suction cup dildo. So you can suction it like to a bathtub or to a wall. Yes, whatever position is most comfortable, and slide right down on that beauty. Hello. So it can just be you. Don't you forget that. Doesn't have to be a partner at all. You can really, really just enjoy anal play all by yourself. So I want you to see that by Fun Factory. So good, Missy, so good. But you might say also, I don't want to put this strap on. I don't want to do it by myself. I want to show you this one more fun thing. This is a wearable dildo. Guess what? If you are the penetrative partner, you can also enjoy penetration at the same time. Hello. Are we here? Yes. Are you thinking about this? Yes. So let me just describe it.
Okay.
This is like, bring me into the fold. This is going to be inserted into the vaginal canal. You're going to be holding that with those amazing Kegel muscles and penetrating the partner through the anal canal. So amazing. Vibration attached. So everybody's feeling vibration. Magic is happening, right, Missy, in the room. It's a good time. Yeah. So there are so many ways that you can engage. And once you've engaged, once you decide either it's going to be your partner, it's going to be a strap, you're going to be doing it alone, it's going to feel so amazing. And these great sensations will hopefully bring us to what we all know and love as the big orgasm. Yes, remember, we are always working there, not necessarily our goal, but it can happen. Yes. And with anal play, I have to say this before we go because our time is almost up. Listen, you can experience blended pleasure by adding my most favorite vibrator in the world. Anybody know what my favorite vibrator is? I talk about it all the time. And if you've been here with me, you've got to know what it is. Missy, I know you know, don't tell. I just want to see if anyone in this amazing room knows what Jimmy Jams, what that favorite vibrator is. Oh, it's awful quiet in the room. Well, I'm going to tell you, it's the womanizer. Yes, the womanizer is an amazing clitoral suction device. And you can use that again while receiving, pegging, you're having anal sex, using that on the exterior, on the clitoris to experience a blended orgasm. But you're saying, Jamila, don't leave us out. Well, what if I don't have a clitoris? Ha, I've got something for you. Here is the Pulse Solo. So for all of my penis havers, yes, you can use this as well. And you too can experience some blended O's when you're having anal sex. All right. Yes, you can really, really love it. So I hope that I shared with you tonight some good tips, some good tricks, some great positions to get you started. Remember to grab that lube, get relaxed, and get your body set for the most amazing journey. Please share in consent with your partner, okay? And have a good time. So before we go, we've got to pick a winner. Oh, someone said, what is the code? It's Backdoor 20, available for 48 hours. We've got to pick a winner, okay? So, drum roll. Boop, 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 boop.
Sandra Mitchell.
Sandra Mitchell.
Woo!
Congratulations, Sandra. Thanks for being with us tonight, guys. And I want to leave you all to go to the back door and beyond. Thank you for joining us tonight, okay? We hope to see you again next time. It was a pleasure having you, learning and enjoying all things anal. Thanks, everyone. Thank you, Missy.
You're amazing, amazing, amazing. Yes. Thank you so much. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. We'll see you next time. Woo, woo. You're welcome, Kim. Good night.